Soldier goes to Taco Bell for a meal, stops cold when he hears two boys. Army Lieutenant Colonel Robert Tristan didn't know someone was watching him while he was getting dinner at Taco Bell in Mobile, Alabama. He didn't even know someone was recording him. But Jason Gibson, who was eating alone, noticed Tristan. They both saw two boys playing outside the restaurant. When Tristan overheard what the boys were up to, he wanted to ask them a question, which almost caused Gibson to choke on his burrito. Surprised, he grabbed his phone and began recording. The two young boys, ages 9 and 13, appeared to have been left alone in the fast food restaurant, hoping to sell some items from home. They were peddling homemade desserts to raise money for their local church. Unfortunately, Army Lieutenant Colonel Tristan had no cash on him. Tristan could have simply declined, demanded to know where their parents were or pretended not to notice them at all. But he couldn't ignore the kids. The soldier noticed that the youngsters were chilly and wet, and it was getting late. So, he asked them if they had had anything to eat for dinner yet. They hadn't. What happened next was caught on camera by Gibson, who was so moved that he posted the video on Facebook and encouraged others to share it. I was at Taco Bell tonight when two kids came in and tried to sell handmade sweets for money. I overheard a soldier asking the kids whether they were hungry and instructing them to follow him to the counter, where he would purchase their meals. I had to record it and share, Gibson wrote in the video's title, revealing how the kind-hearted soldier led the lads up to the register and instructed them to order whatever they wanted to satisfy their bellies. Dinner was on him. Boys were really happy and thankful to the stranger, Lieutenant Colonel Tristan. They danced happily while waiting for their food. Tristan not only bought tacos and drinks for them but also talked to them nicely. It was a very touching moment. Many people, not just Gibson, felt proud of those who served our country. The video moved tens of thousands of people, who shared it on social media because it was so inspiring. As the video went viral, more was learned about the heroic soldier. Robert Tristan, a United States Army Ranger and father of two, was stationed in Fort Benning, Georgia. Helping them was an easy decision, more of a reaction. They were cold, wet and hungry. They were great kids, very respectful and smart, he stated. It was the least I could do for two young Americans. They were happy to get some chow for sure and very thankful. Tristan says he helped the boys because of the Ranger Creed, which he follows as an Army Ranger. One part of the creed says he'll never fail his comrades, so he felt it was his duty to help the boys. He called them his comrades. Many people praised him on social media, but he feels a bit embarrassed by it. He believes acts of kindness happen every day in the best country with the best people. Some people have a different perspective. Gibson, who shared the video, said our troops always take care of us. He thanked Lieutenant Colonel Tristan and asked others to share the video. He mentioned that one of the boys said he wanted to be like Tristan when he grew up and even saluted him. We need more men like Robert Tristan in this world. He will be remembered not just by these boys, but by everyone who saw and appreciated his kind gesture. What Lieutenant Colonel Tristan did at Taco Bell showed that soldiers are good people who care about all Americans, no matter how young or old they are. Our military members, like Tristan, do a lot to help others, even when they're not in battle. His actions prove this. Sometimes, it's the little things that can mean the most and make the biggest difference, even if we don't expect it. Tristan just wanted to make sure the two boys weren't hungry, but what he did made people all over feel touched. The least we can do is give him the recognition he deserves for being so kind.